And we welcome you back. Women's action now. Number 3 seeded Roberts Wesleyan taking on number 6 Hiwassee in the first game of the women's tournament. Down low, it is up, and it is good. It is getting knocked down by Pearson. Starters go like this. It's Roby, Vaughn, Butler, Browning. That's for Hiwassee. Folks, apologize getting some scoreboard work getting done here. .8:18 to play here in the first quarter. Roberts Wesleyan basketball. Deals it to the near side. To Bino. Underneath. Gizcani, no good. Gizcani, a product of Greece. A truly international feel for this Roberts Wesleyan squad. Coming right through the middle. Roby. She'll deal it off to the far side to Bond. That one too hard and goes out of bounds. It will go to Roberts Wesleyan. Roberts Wesleyan comes into this contest 14-15 on the season. 22-4 are the Hiwassee College Tigers. Hiwassee has gone 2 minutes without scoring here early on. Nady drops it down. She is a product of of Egypt. A 5-point advantage. From the outside, the answer from Roby. Her first points of the game. She now has 3. And with that, it ends a drought that went more than 2.5 minutes for Hiwassee. Gizcani underneath, deals it off to Wilson, up and good. Roberts Wesleyan, a team that has won this tournament, actually winning it in 2017. .558 here in the first quarter. Roberts Wesleyan has enjoyed a 5-point lead. 11-5 right now. Bounce pass, deals it off to the outside. No good from Roby. The rebound comes down to Bino. Nady on the far side gets it knocked away, scramble for it. Roberts Wesleyan comes up with it again. Bino up and underneath Gazani. Up and good. And now the biggest lead of the contest, 8 for Roberts Wesleyan. Browning up top. Bounce pass off to Roby. Up top again to Butler. She'll come closer, puts it up from about 8. No good on the run. The rebound yanked down by Miller for RWC. The Red Hawks at the half court. Nady hard to Bino. Left side up top now to Nady. Just to the left of the wing. Rizzani with the hook shot. Too hard. Pope will yank it down. Gets it knocked away on the run. Roberts Wesleyan slowing it down just a little bit. Bino will put it up.
Couple more substitutions. Emma Listen in for the Tigers. Morgan Patton checks in for the Red Hawks.
Hiwassee has struggled to score, and they're in the midst of another one of their droughts. They have gone 2.5 minutes without scoring in the midst of a 6-0 run by the Red Hawks. Couple new players coming into the game. Patton checks in. Cook also checks in. (13-5). Red Hawks on top. Roberts Wesleyan, number 3 team in this tournament. 14-15 overall. Off to Browning, squares away from 3 on the right side. Good. Browning has 3, Roby has 3, Pearson has 2. That is the scoring for Hiwassee. Miller from the baseline, up and good. She now has 6. Back up to a 7-point lead. Actually 8, that was a 3-pointer. They got an obstructed angle up here. Well, Cook will bring it in. Fires to Miller, back to Cook. Comes to the half court. 3:20 to play, first quarter. Looking underneath to the far side to Wilson. Back up top to Bino. Wilson will launch the rainbow. That falls short. Roby comes up with it through traffic. Off to Butler. She'll launch from 3. That hits the back of the rim. Bino. Off to Wilson. She'll cut up top. Cook calling out the play. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. Bino now down low to Cook. Cook fires it inside. On the baseline, Miller puts it up. With that, Emily Miller now the leading scorer in this contest, 7 points. Opposite side, Glisson looking at a 2-3 zone. Roby, now Glisson into the paint, will find the opening, no good. Bino with the rebound, that's actually Patton, excuse me. And we'll go out of bounds. Another run in the midst of Roberts Wesleyan, a 5-0 run. They've held Hiwassee scoreless for 2 minutes. Weaving her way, Vaughn up, no good. The rebound, just one look. Here is Cook, brings it to the opposite side. Back to Cook from the corner, got it. Cook with her first three-pointer of the game, and now we are looking at a 21-8 game, a 13-point advantage. Well, we thought it was a timeout. Players thought it was a timeout. They went to the sidelines, but instead it was an inadvertent whistle. Minute 20 remaining. To the near side. Bond puts it up. Got it. Bond with her first points of the game. She's got 2. 21-10. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Short shot missed from Miller. Opposite side, long shot up and good. Roby. She now has 6. 21-13. Final 35 seconds of the first stanza. From the right side, back up top to Nady. She will come closer, puts it up from 17. She got it. Glisson to the far side to Foot. Now to the outside left. Vaughn, rebound, put back up. Pearson doesn't get it to go. Less than a second left. Nady puts it up. No good. We go to the second quarter. It is Roberts Wesleyan 23, Hiwassee 13. Fresh quarter, second quarter action. Hiwassee trailing Roberts Wesleyan 23-13. 6 points for Roby. 3 points for Browning, leading scores for a Tigers team that is hitting 31%, 5 of 16. Meanwhile, Roberts Wesleyan 52%, shading towards shading towards 53%, and 9 of 17 from the field. Pearson now has her 4th point. Down to an 8-point game. It's been as big as 13 for the Red Hawks. Nady just to the right of the lane, puts it up, no good. To the corner. That one is no good on the miss from Foot. And I'll tell you one thing about this Hiwassee team that I really like. They've got big, bold numbers. No mistaking them. Up and good from Rizani. She now has 4, the product of Greece. (25-15) from the outside, no good. Roberts Wesleyan rebound. Nady to the half court, quickly off, having trouble with it, but Nady will get it back after that pass. She'll let it fly from 3. Nady now, Nady now has 8. And she's not the leading scorer. That's actually Miller. Emily Miller. Grisani hit with her own shot. Now it's a 12-point game. 30-18, 7:26 remaining in the first quarter. Browning tries to work inside, gets it swiped away, and she'll get a foul. For Browning, that is her first. That is number 1 for Hiwassee. Our first foul of the quarter. Just 2 personal fouls overall for the game. 30-18. Cook underneath, waits, up and good. Miller now has 11. (32-18), 6:57. Knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Hiwassee. (32-18). Hiwassee basketball trailing by 14. This is their biggest deficit. Vaughn will put it up, and I don't think she beat the buzzer. Regardless, it's a turnover. 5 turnovers for Hiwassee, this 3 for Roberts Wesleyan. Hiwassee has really struggled with consistency. They have gone extended periods without scoring multiple times early on. Nady off to Miller, feeds it on the baseline, now back up to Nady. Swings it to the far side to Cook, and there is a foul. It looks like it's going to go on Roby. If it is, that would be her first. That was actually going to go on Butler, so that is her second. From the outside, no good. Wilson doesn't get it to go. 32-18. Under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Women's game switched back to quarters a few seasons ago. Vaughn to the baseline, up, no good. Grisani loses it, but she'll get it back. 32-18, 5:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Roberts Wesleyan basketball, they're hitting 56% from the field, 50% from the arc. Fast break up and good. Vaughn now has 4. Hiwassee has taken 12 three-pointers, has connected on 3 for 33%. Miller, turn around from the baseline, no. Browning with the rebound to the half court. Cross court pass to Butler down low, and she traveled. (32-20). 5:07 remaining. Second quarter action. Roberts Wesleyan, as we've mentioned before, comes in 14-15 on the season. Up, no good.
We'll take our under 5 second quarter media timeout.
Take the timeout. This is women's basketball in the NCCAA.
Roberts basketball.
4:34 remaining in the second quarter. Roberts Wesleyan with a comfortable 12-point lead. It's been as big as 14. The Redhawks have the basketball right now. Miller on the baseline, gets bumped but stays with the possession. She'll draw the foul and will go to the line. Shamanick Pearson with the foul. For Pearson, that is her first foul. Emily Miller at the line where she is 2 for 2. She makes that one. Another one on the way, and that one falls short. Roby will bring it to the half court. Deals it off to Browning, who deals it off, and now back to Browning. Up top to Vaughn. Roby to the outside for 3, no good. The rebound to Nadi. Wilson to Nadi. To Miller. She'll put it up from 18, and she will make it. Roby dealing it off to Browning. She knocks down the three.
Tigers 3. Foul on the floor, called on Lisa Butler. Player 3.
Miller knocks down the basket. Or did she?
Basket possession, Red Hawks.
Noddy from the baseline.
Nady from Wilson.
38-23 from the outside. That one will roll away.
Roberts basketball back in as Bailey Foot for the Tigers. Also back in for the Tigers, Kathleen Alomar.
38-23. .247 remaining first quarter. Miller off to Noddy. Short passes as the pressure put on by Hiwassee. Miller to Noddy. Wants to go inside to Grisani and traveled. Rizkani, excuse me. A 15-point advantage. Shot is up, no good. Browning on the miss. 16 points has been the high water mark. 36-20, that was the score not too long ago. Grisani off to Bino to the opposite side. Now Nady. She'll back away from the action near the center circle. Put it up from three, got it. There's so many shooters on this Red Hawks team. 43-23, 41-23, excuse me. Up top to Foot. Looks it back over to the far side to Alomar, to Roby. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Roby up top, weaves her way into the paint, tries to deal it off. Pearson can't grab it, and no foul. Simple out of bounds, and Foot will bring it in. Underneath, no good, rolling away. Pope can't get it to go. Bino top of the key, deals it off to Miller. On the run, got it, and she will go to the line.
Hiwassee's Bailey Foot with player foul number 1, team foul.
Okay, they're going to say the foul was before the shot, so she will shoot two. Emily Miller, 3 for 4 at the line before that one. She now has 16 points. Saranati has 13 points. Off target on the shot. Bino, foot race to the half court. Noddy comes down low, wants to deal it off. Gets it swiped away by Pope. Now Roby into the corner. Putting it up from Browning. Nope. Scramble for it. The Tigers get it back. Foot will put it up, and that one doesn't go, and she draws the foul.
Chastity Pope picked up player foul number 1. Double bonus coming up for Roberts. Morgan Patton will shoot
Bino at the line. She has not attempted a free throw today. She makes that one.
Back in Miranda Love for Hiwassee. Back in Demetra Gazani for Roberts.
43-23. The biggest lead of the game right now. Another shot on the way. It is up. It is no good. Pope with the rebound. Off to Roby. Looking at a 2-3 zone with under 15. Clock now rolls down to 11. To Roby to the far side. No good. And the final ticks of the clock coming here in the second quarter. Pope puts it up, doesn't go, and that will do it. Halfway through, it is Roberts Wesleyan 43, Hiwassee 23. Second half action getting underway. It is Roberts Wesleyan by a 20-point advantage in that first half. Bino with the basket and builds the lead even bigger. 46-23 in the first half. Roberts Wesleyan shot a sweltering 57%. Meanwhile, Hiwassee just 27%. And I'm telling you, Roberts Wesleyan has not missed the beat. 60% from behind the arc, 6 of 10 in the first half. They're only getting better. 8 of 12 now, and it's a Robert Wesleyan team that's about ready to hit the gas pedal if they haven't already. Wilson on the wing up top to Nady. Far side to Bino. Bino swings it down low, up and in from Miller, and Miller has been cleaning up inside the half circle. 51-25. 5-0 run as we get started here in the second half in the third quarter. Bino. 53-27. And I don't think defense is a priority early in the third quarter. 53-27. Bino swings it off to Wilson. Wilson will bring it back up top to Miller. Nady on the far side from 3. That one bounces out. Bino will come at it again. Circles around, looks it off to Gazani. Gazani keeping her balance. Almost hit with the travel, but Gazani able to keep the balance. 53-27. Underneath. Foul will go on Butler. Griscani will go to the line. For Butler, that will be her fourth. She has collected half of Hiwassee's 8 total fouls right now. Rizkani at the line, misses. She's 0 for 1 now. In the midst of the biggest lead of the game for the Red Hawks, 26 points. Eyes the basket, pops it up, got it. With that, Rizkani now has 7. Roby will slowly bring it across again. Roberts Wesleyan is only getting hotter. Hitting 22 of 33%. 20 of 33% for 61%. Meanwhile, Hiwassee 31%, 12 of 38. And you want to talk about hot? Serenati, 3 of 4 in her last 4 attempts. And those 3 were 3-pointers. Bino at the line where she has yet to make a free throw today. She's yet to attempt one. She's got 6 rebounds on the day. Eyes the basket, that is up and that is good. And this lead continues to grow. Now at 28 points. I'm sorry, now at 26 points. It's been as big as 27. 55-29, down low, scooping it up and putting it up is Pearson. 55-31. Nadi at the half court. She comes up top, deals it off to Wilson. Wilson will look it up top of the perimeter off to Nadi underneath the Miller. Nope. She'll get her own rebound, and then we'll put it back up. Got it. We don't have points in the paint for individuals, but Miller just connected. She's got 18 points. She will go to the line where she is 4 for 6 so far. Make that 5 for 7. So the updated totals now for Emily Miller. 21 points, 7 of 10 from the field. Miller scoops that one up, comes through traffic, gets it knocked away. Browning. Go the opposite direction, and Bino comes up with a steal. And almost happened again. Browning quickly thwarted, though. Serenati, 16 points. 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 12 from behind the arc. Bino bumping bodies underneath, doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the shot either off.
And 3 more Tigers stepped in, Chastity Pope, along with teammates Kathleen Alamar and Bailey Foote.
Roby will make the inbound. Back there with her is Foote. 5:19 to play, third quarter. It is all Roberts Wesleyan. A 27-point lead. It is as big as it's been all day. In fact, biggest lead of anybody for the day. Roby puts it up, no good. Miller the rebound, quickly dealing it out to Wilson. The foot race, Wilson took too many steps. In the battle for the basketball, she lost track of her steps. 58-31. To the baseline. Into the corner. Browning, no good. Bino with the rebound. Off to Wilson on the right side. She'll swing it back to Bino. Bino takes a couple steps closer from 8 foot. Got it. Bino with 10 points, one of 3 players in double digits for these Red Hawks. Again, hot shooting to say the least. It's been hovering near 60% this entire half. It's at 59 right now. Bino scoops it up and gets the roll to got it. It is now 31 points. That is the high water mark of any lead of anybody on this day. Cook gets it knocked away, goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Roberts Wesleyan. That has happened all day for the Tigers. They have gone scoreless for extended periods of time. Right now is another one of them. Nearly 3 minutes without a score. Roberts Wesleyan on top of a 7-0 run. Cook comes to the right side. We'll give it to Noddy. Noddy comes towards the baseline. We'll angle it up top of the key. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller to the baseline, takes a couple steps, deals it off to Griscani, up and no good. The rebound yanked down by Alomar. Alomar off to Roby to the far side. Browning makes her move, gets it swatted away. And there was a foul, and it looks like it'll go on Emily Miller. That should be her first, if our tally is correct.
Team foul number 1. Haley Browning will shoot 2.
Browning to the line where she has yet to take a free throw. And now she is 0 for 1 on the day.
Diamond Smith back in for Ashley Roby.
62-31. Roby makes the second one. Fires to the outside. Cook loses it. Pope will deal it off into the corner. Browning from outside, no good. Miller had her hand on it, and it will be Red Hawks basketball.
Final back in for Jesse Cook. Hiwassee's Emma Glisson back in for Haley Browning.
Hiwassee will see Browning check out. Emma Glisson will come in. Timeout taken by Roberts Wesleyan with 2:38 to play, third quarter, excuse me. We'll be back. We welcome you back. Coverage on the NCCAA Championship Network. Noddy will put it up from 3. No good. The rebound yanked down by Alomar. Racing through the half court into the corner. Glisson will take a step closer, deals it down low. Now Pope will take her shot. No good. Miller scoops up the rebound. Noddy met near the half court. She'll work free, but not before Alomar is called for the foul. So Noddy will bring the inbound into half court. Just a few seconds, over 2 minutes. here in the third quarter. A 30-point advantage. Up, no good. Love zigs and zags once she gets across the half court. Smith. Now to Glisson. And all kinds of players coming into the game for Hiwassee. They have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players that have played in this contest. (62-32). A 30-point advantage. It's been as big as 31. Wilson to Cook. Cook, that one just skips away out of bounds, and it will be Hiwassee basketball. Up, no good. Bino with the rebound. Cook to the far side. Now to Wilson. Rizani wanted it inside. She said, I'm all alone. Bino puts it up, gets her own rebound. Will find a way inside, no good. Rebound yanked down by Pope. To the half court. And a travel. Alomar taking too many steps. Wilson from outside. Rebound to foot for Hiwassee. Out to Smith. Into the corner on the left side. Bond makes her move down the baseline. Griscani with the rebound. And with 1 quarter to go, it's a 30-point lead. Roberts Wesleyan 62-32 on the NCCAA Championship Network. Back to fourth quarter action on the NCCAA Championship Network. Roberts Wesleyan enjoying a 30-point lead, 62-32. Taylor Bino just yanking down the rebound underneath, up and no good. Misfired by Miss Demetra Griscani. Weaving her way through traffic. Here comes Diamond Smith. Now Vaughn on the wing left. Back up top to Smith. Looks to the far side. Alomar swings it off to Chastity Pope, and that one spins it around up and in. For Pope, that's her first basket on the day after 4 previous misses. Wilson from the outside, no good. Alomar to the half court, calling out a play. Dealing it off to Vaughn. Vaughn comes inside, threads the needle between 2 defenders. Miller with the rebound, waits for traffic to pass and gives it off to Nadi. To the far side, that's Bino to Nadi up top. Miller underneath through to Griscani against the double team, dealing it off to Miller, up and good. Miller now 23 points, 8 of 11 on this morning. She's got 11 rebounds as well. Most rebounds by and far for anyone. Bino has 8. Smith from outside, 62-37. Hiwassee, that shot there, just the first and 14. Miller will finish that off, her second straight basket. She's 2 for 2 there. It is now 66-37, a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here, get a chance to look at our stats. And things have cooled off significantly. Still not too shabby for Roberts Wesleyan. They're hitting at exactly 51%, 25 of 49. Field goal shooting has hovered in the 30 range. Right now it's at 29.4 for Hiwassee. 51 shots, 15 makes. So Hiwassee has taken 2 more shots and has made 10 less. They shot just 18% at the arc, 23% from the field in the second quarter. Meanwhile, in that time, not the time that Hiwassee wanted to get cold, because Roberts Wesleyan hit 60% of their shots and 75% from the arc. Up and good, Roby. She now has 10. And it looked like she may have taken a few extra steps, but nonetheless, 66-39. Roby, as I said, has 10 points, tied for the lead with Browning. It's been pronounced both Nady and Nadi. I would say it was Nady, but I heard it pronounced Nadi as well. Nonetheless, however you pronounce it, she got the foul. That was her second. And making both free throws was Browning. So Browning now has 12 points, takes the lead in scoring for the Tigers. She's 3 for 4 at the line. Nady on the left side. Bino will draw the foul. She will go to the line. Vaughn will pick up her first foul. Nady makes the end to Miller. She'll get it back, puts up the long shot, rolls away. Griscani wrestles the ball away and draws the foul. Griscani, a 6'3" product of Athens, Greece. And Miller with that basket. She now has 27. 10 of 13. Making a strong case for tournament honors. Certainly she would be all-tournament team after that. Up and good from Butler. She has been out for a while with 4 fouls, and with that, her first points of the game. That one, a three-pointer. Underneath, Browning stops, waits, puts it up, no good. Roby will deal it off. Butler will put it up, no good. (68-44). The lead has been as big as 31 for Roberts Wesleyan. Right now at 24. Roberts Wesleyan has cooled off. They're just 1 of 7 from the field. Bino down to Griscani. Spins it around, deals it off to Miller. Just puts the soft touch up. Not nearly hard enough for it to go. Browning. Devon back to Browning. She'll take a step closer. Deal it off top to Roby. Bounce pass down low, underneath, up and good to Vaughn. Vaughn now has 10 points. 1 of 3 players in double digits for the Tigers. 3 players in double digits for Roberts Wesleyan, the Redhawks. Nady to the right side. Miller bumps against her defender, no good. Bond comes up with a rebound, under 5 minutes, 48-46. And now down to a 19-point game. Bino with the foul. That will be her first. And here's a stat for you for this contest. Just 4 total fouls for the entire game for Roberts Wesleyan. We'll take this break. This is the NCCAA Championship Network. Pearson will go to the line where she is looking for her first free throw of the day. That one is good. And after her basket, she now has 9. (66-49). A 17-point advantage for Roberts Wesleyan. Wilson underneath on the baseline runner. Roby to the corner. Up and no good. And that one is good. Pearson with the rebound grab and put back.
Player foul number 1. Team foul number 3.
70-51.
On the line, shooting 1.
Pearson now with 11 points, a chance to make it 12. There are 4 players now in double digits miss, and there is a lane violation.
With the and 1, Lisa Butler's back in.
4 players in double digits, Roby, Vaughn, Browning, and Pearson for these Hiwassee Tigers. All hovering between the 10 and 12-point range. Roberts Wesleyan, 3 in double digits. That one misfires underneath. Pearson can't find the handle on the wayward pass. So we're looking at a 19-point contest. 4:10 to play, fourth quarter. Winner of this advances to the winner's bracket. Loser will play in game number 3 tomorrow, or the third game of the day tomorrow, at about 12:15. With that, Miller now has 29. She is shooting an astonishing 11 of 16. And she also has 11 rebounds.
Timeout has been granted to Hiwassee, a 30-second timeout.
Hiwassee takes the timeout. Again, Roberts Wesleyan, 51% field goal shooting, 28 of 55, 34% for Hiwassee. They're 20 of 59. And their three-point shooting is 22%, 23% at 7 of 31. They have launched 31 three-pointers. Three players in double digits. Miller with 29, Noddy 16, and Bino has 16. And very close is Griscani, who has 7. Roby will deal long to Browning. She'll take a step, puts it up from about 10. And a rebound comes out. Roberts Wesleyan on the return. Cook off to Nady. Cook back to Nady. Nady on top of the logo. Will cut to the left side. Looks to the right side. The battle for it. Gets it swiped from Miller. And Vaughn will put it up. No good. She'll get it back, put it up again, and Miller gets the basketball back. Sets the screen for Nady for a moment. Nady to the half court to Miller. Scooping the pass. Now comes down low to Griscani. Cook will put it up. Nope. And underneath the foul, it's going to go. It sure looks like it's going to go on Patton. That is number 2 for her and just number 6 overall for RWC. 71-51. I'm sorry, 72-51. 2:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Roberts Wesleyan very close to punching their ticket to the second round. Up and no good. And Griscani gets the rebound, but a travel as she hits the deck. She's got 7 points tonight, 7 rebounds, has dealt out 4 assists. But Nady really the distributor, if you will. She's got 7 assists from the outside. Butler, no good. Wilson with the rebound off to Cook. Wilson deals it off, almost snagged instead. Into the corner to Patton. Sets the screen for Miller. Patton will work free to Wilson, and a timeout called by Roberts Wesleyan. The winner of this game will take on the winner of our second women's game of the day. Bruton Parker.
Good sports this afternoon and providing us with your presence. Don't forget, Igloo ice cream if you like some homemade hand-packed ice cream.
Bruton Parker will take on number 7 seeded Judson University.
Roberts basketball.
And the winner plays at 5 at the winner plays at 5:15. The losers play at 12. Down to a minute 50. With a schedule like this so far, it'll be Columbia International versus Piedmont International tomorrow in the early game. The loser of men's game number 3, number 1 Cedarville versus Nebraska Christian, will play the loser of Bluefield Grace at 10:15. Then at noon, the loser of this game will take on the loser of Bruton Parker and Judson. Those are the first 4 games. 76-53, just over a minute to play. Browning to the basket, and she will go to the line.
Demetra Gazzani, player foul number 2, shooting 2, Haley Browning.
Browning is 3 for 4 at the line. She's got 12 points today, leading scorer Shamanique Pearson with 13. The second one is good. Now we have officially put everyone in the lineup. For Hiwassee. With Darby Reed now coming into the lineup. Cook off to Wilson, under a minute to play, 46 seconds to be precise. Grazzani with 9 points. She has 4 assists. Taylor Bino has 8 rebounds and 12 points. Emily Miller, 29 points, 13 rebounds and 2 assists. And Serenati, or Nady if you prefer, 16 points, 7 assists. And 50% from behind the arc at 4 for 8. From the corner, Vaughn hits iron, no good. 76-54. And that will do it. It is a final. Roberts Wesleyan will advance to the winner's bracket at a 7 p.m. game tomorrow night with a 76-54 win over Hiwassee. Emily Miller, 29 points, 13 rebounds. Pretty hard to argue with her production. 4 players in double digits for Hiwassee: Roby, Vaughn, Browning, and Pearson. And Serenady with 16 points. That'll do it for this one. Another women's game coming up, and that will be, it'll be Bruden Parker taking on Judson. This is the NCCAA Championship Network.